We're just waiting. Hold on. Here, wait, turn it so you can see everyone, please.
Very good.
Keep going. There. That's better.
Well, it's 6:30 here on May the 1st, 2023, and I will call to order the first in-person meeting of the Town Planning Board for Pittsburgh, North Carolina since February of 2020. And so it's nice to see all of the board members and Councilor Messick here in person, along with our brand new planning director and our new representative from the county planning board. So we're happy to have everybody here. We have a forum, a full forum, I'm pleased to say. We all survived and made it through COVID and Zoom meetings, and it's a pleasure to have everybody here seated around one table. So I will certify the quorum. May I have a motion to either approve or deny the agenda as it was circulated to everyone by Steve Schlau a week and a half ago? Motion to approve.
I will second that.
Thank you. Motion second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That being a unanimous vote for aye, we adopt the agenda. Director Cahoon-Tingle, would you like to introduce yourself? And here you are in week 3.
Great.
And it's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Very flattered to have been chosen, but very pleased to be here. It's very nice to meet every last one of you. I also want to make sure before we go out of this piece that I introduce the new town manager
Please do.
who's seated beside me, Franklin.
Thank you. I thought I got away with that one.
No changes.
Well, we're honored to have you here.
Thank you. Equally as happy to be here, very excited. Looking forward to getting to it. This is my first day.
Yes.
So it's been a nice,
Wow.
good first day.
So
So-
whirlwind first day.
That's right.
Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome, welcome. Pleased to have you here. And Amanda Robertson is here representing the county planning board, and we welcome you to our circle, and we hope to see you more in the future. You have before you the minutes from the March 6th meeting. Do I have any notations or corrections that we should pass along before we put those votes up, put those notes up for a vote of approval? Anybody have any corrections or changes? I don't. No. I have a motion then to approve the minutes for March 6th.
I'll second
Bill, thank you, Alfreda. All in favor, aye.
that.
Okay, unanimous, nobody opposing then, and we have thus approved the minutes. We have only one bit of new business. We don't have any new plans in front of us, but these are text amendments to the UDO. And Janie, I take it you have the presentation. This is a lot of language changes, and if you can just walk us through the significant parts.
Yes. Let me, gotta do a couple things here. Okay. So yes, it's quite a few. It's a lot of cleanup items, really. The section 6.5.2.b had the Chatham County Health Department for installing sewer lines and having regulations, which they don't. So it's just removing that because it's a town specification. Another one is about the public water and sewer systems. Originally, it said your lots cannot be economically connected, and changing it to that it's due to a lack of capacity. Pre-submittal meetings, currently they are required. Staff has been having a lot of trouble getting input. We were having them regularly scheduled every Tuesday, I think, and that fell off last year, and we did it by email, and there's still been some issues. So what we're just proposing in that is that it's recommended and not necessarily a requirement. We'll still do it, and it's a common practice, but it's not going to be part of the actual application submittal. The community information meeting, which Paul had some remarks about this, about just the language that I had put in, and I'm going to pull that up to get the comments. To change it to be regular mail and not standard. which is fine, we can do that. Change it to proof of mailing. As far as receipts, if you go and submit them to the post office and they put the stamps on them, they run them through the stamps, then they'll give you a receipt showing where the letters are going and their postmark date. And then there's different methods that people can do. They can just give us the receipt, or if they want to do like first class mail, then we get the green card that comes from that. So it just gives them options of how to mail it for the community information meetings. And then there's the zoning map review standards. So what is currently in our UDO is really the same finding for applicants to answer, just worded different ways. So there's only probably 5 findings. So what I've done is I have condensed some of them. I have made references to our new land use plan that's been adopted. So that way our applicants will actually go to it and pull out information from there. So that way they can prove that it's consistent with our land use plan, which is something that you all vote on and provide a consistency statement to the board of commissioners. Some of them are removed if they didn't really make sense at this time, and just condensed and reworded. As far as the down zoning, currently it's listed as essentially another finding in our zoning map amendment review standards. So I just pulled it out and made it its own subsection. But it's also a general statute and it's in 160D, so we don't need to have it. So if you want it just to be removed out of the UDO, then that's fine as well. So that's an overview of all of the proposed text amendments. We're proposing that you recommend approval to the Board of Commissioners, and the public hearing is scheduled for their 4th meeting this month on May 22nd.
Well, overall, I think I find the language to be a lot more clear. Is there anyone around the table here among the board members who have questions they would like to put forward on these proposed changes?
I've got something, Eric, and it doesn't relate really to the language change. But a question, Janie, or whoever on 5.8, what are the potential impacts? And then it's the water, air, noise, groundwater, etc. Is there a specification or standard as to how they are to submit that information?
We don't have any currently, like, we don't have any requirements for EIA or TIA with our rezonings. It can be recommended to the applicants to provide it.
Okay, so that would be case by case. We could request that if we don't see enough substance in the package.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Any further questions?
Is this being driven from within the planning department, or is there any outside?
Yeah.
It's just you're
This is just,
setting up all the
Yeah.
language and trying to make it all
Yes.
major document.
yes,
If you know, when you can, if we approve this, then it goes for a public meeting.
yes,
You just recommending.
Yeah, we recommend and then allow it
To the
goes.
town. Oh, okay. If you're good.
But first, we need to take a motion on the land use plan consistency statement for ZTA 2023-01. I'll entertain a motion to approve or disapprove of these statements.
I make a motion that will approve of the text amendments.
Thank you, Alfreda. Do I hear a second? Ray, thanks very much. We'll have a vote. All in favor of these amendments going forward? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes unanimously. And so that being the one bit of new business, we've got probably a lot of planning department updates to be stated. So I'll throw it over to the department. Who wants to go first? Randy, Janie?
I'm passing to Jane.
All right.
Ladies first.
they were all given pretty much at the beginning. We have a lot of new staff. And just kind of melding in and getting to know what's going on and how to move forward, really. So there's not really any other updates.
Everybody's found their chairs and their computers and everybody's settling in here to the beautiful new quarters. I'm pleased to hear that. Any board comments? Any of the board members care to bring anything forward for comment here at the meeting?
Do we have, are we still on the search for? Charity and Ray are still,
No, they've been promoted.
okay, well.
So I think we're on the search for auxiliaries, but yeah, Ray and Charity are
Okay.
fully vested members of the planning board. So I guess I should have welcomed you both in that capacity. I had thought to do that.
So
but-
that just must have happened because the last minutes did not happen.
The town board did that. Was it this month or last month?
Last month, I think.
And I think it was
Yeah.
like January.
Was it that far back? But at any
Because
rate,
your terms ended in December.
oh, that's right,
and
yes,
so
because we
fixed
were
that all
in
towards
January.
the
So
end.
they're legit. And we're happy to have
We're
them.
looking for alternates now then?
We're looking for all of us, yeah, one from the town and one from the ETJ, and I guess what application forms are online, right, on the planning department
I can
website.
print you one off and you can take some. If
Yeah.
you know of someone.
You know,
Me too.
Well,
Okay,
everyone
I'll
who's
do that.
in on Zoom, we invite you to apply for the 2 auxiliary positions that are open here on the planning board. Any public comments? We have a few guests here. That being said, then I'll ask if there's a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Alfreda. Second, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Carl, not Bill. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
We stand adjourned. See you in a month. It's not. We're gonna get a hold of